Maintaining the San Diego High School Alumni Association website. In this very first lesson, we just want to look at the site itself. We'll get into the nuts and bolts later. On our site, there are several different components that make up the site. There are posts, there are pages, there are widgets, and there are other tools utilized or accessed through what are called plugins. So here we are on the front page, the home page of the site. What we see here is a list of posts. The software we use for presenting our website on the internet is called WordPress. One word, WordPress. It was initially showcased as what is called a blog. A blog is where you go in, somebody writes an article or a question or a comment, and then other people respond to that. These posts on this site are set up in that same manner with a downward view of each one of the posts, but for our site we do not allow responses. These are just posts. In many cases, and in fact most cases, posts are fairly temporary. They don't stay for a long time. Some posts can, but not usually. So for instance, here's our Spring 2021 newsletter. When our next newsletter comes out, obviously that newsletter will appear instead of the Spring 2021. Same for Wall of Honor, for instance. Regular articles such as this sports article will have a daylight or a removal date. Okay, so let's go back up to the top. Then we also have what are called pages. Here we have our newsletters so people can look back at them. Let's just go to this one. This page will always be here. As newer newsletters are added, they will fall into the menu above this one, for instance, but they'll always be here. So that's kind of the difference between pages and posts. We also have what is called a widget area. The widget area for this front page is on the right-hand side. Sometimes the widget area is on the left-hand side. Sometimes you'll see a page where there's a widget area on the left and on the right. It all depends on how you decide to set up your theme, the very basic look of your website. All these things will be discussed when we start talking about the back end, working on things. We also have what's called a header area, which gives everybody our basic information and then also allows to add things up here. So I've put a calendar, our email, our Facebook link, and a search tool. That's the basic look of our site. There are many, many other aspects to it, but this gives the basics.